I'll ask you a simple question. Are storms, like Phil Murphy said, coming in more frequently, and are they more deadly? And where are you, if you say yes to that, you may, do you have any data to back that up?
Yeah, Dan, it's good to be with you. I mean, I was a kid, and I remember well Hurricane Andrew that devastated Florida, of course, in the 90s. That was the most formative event, I think, from my childhood. And, of course, we're seeing more storms similar to that, like Ida, Maria, Katrina, all of these, and they're happening in more rapid succession. I'm not a climate scientist, but I know common sense when I see it, and seeing these storms happened in such rapid succession with such devastation. My heart breaks for all those victims, as you pointed out today, up and down the East Coast. You know, a good amount of our West Coast is on fire. Fire season, for example, in California, Oregon, Montana is now lasting much longer with greater intensity. So clearly something is happening with our climate. The vast majority of Americans believe that's the case. And that's why I supported President Biden, who, as you said in that outset, wants to really focus on this infrastructure package that will devote more resources to not just resiliency, working with Republicans on resiliency, especially coastal Republicans, but also how do we, make our grid smarter, for example? How do we electrify more vehicles? All of those kind of issues are key.
Well, Kevin, I appreciate your perspective, but because a lot of Americans believe something, including you, doesn't make it true. There's no data to back that up. I'm very sorry. Storms have not increased in frequency. There is zero data to back that up, and deaths have actually gone down. Mark,
there's just the
thank you
optics
again
of
for
it,
joining us.
Dan.
We appreciate it. What's that? What'd you say? I'm sorry, missed you.
I said it's just the optics of these storms. We can't deny what we're seeing with our own eyes, Dan.
Yes. Let me get Mark get in here. Mark, again, we're doing data here. Are deaths increasing as a result of these storms, and are storms more frequent?
Well, first of all, the big success story, since 1920, we've had a 99% reduction in climate-related deaths. That's the big success story. So what fossil fuels have done, which the Biden administration wants to go after, is taken an unsafe climate and made it safe for humanity by giving us infrastructure, by giving us early warning, by giving us technology. So we are much safer. And in terms of what Kevin's saying, absolutely not. Even the United Nations admits floods, hurricanes, tornadoes, droughts, wildfires, either no trend or declining trends on climate timescales. NOAA says that hurricane landfalls are down since 1800. The busiest season, busiest decade for hurricanes, for major hurricanes, was the 1940s. So we have a hurricane that hit Ida, and it was a top 10 hurricane, but that's hurricane season. And the idea that all this other weather is caused by climate, this is nothing short, Dan, of lobbying, using an extreme weather event, a bad weather event, to lobby for your political goals. They've weaponized the weather, and that's what the Biden administration is doing. That's what Chuck Schumer is doing. And it's evidence-free because the more you look at the data, there's always records broken. There's always extreme weather everywhere on the planet. That's the norm. Nothing unusual now from a climate timescale that's occurring.
I agree. Kevin, I'm sorry. I got to run, guys. Thanks for joining. But Kevin, you're just wrong. You don't have any data to back that up. Deaths have gone down. Frequency's gone down. I give that one to Mark. But thanks for joining us. No, hey, listen, science matters.
Thanks,
we should try it sometime.
Hey,
man,
see you guys. I'm with you.
Hey,